And we're live! Happy Friday! Hola mi amigos! How's it going? Happy Friday. Surprise live. Oh, and I told you today was gonna be a jaw-dropping theme. Amy, what's up with that title? Hello from backyard. Oh, it's a little windy out here. Let's go to the front yard. Not so conducive for live streams. Come with me through my house. Let's go to the front where I usually do them. I like to shake up the scenery so you've got some different things to look at, but yeah, it's better out here. Hi, how's it going? Happy Friday to you on a cold but beautiful day. Friday here in Wisconsin. And yeah, we're going to jump into this. It's going to be a really great topic. I told you, riveting, jaw-dropping. Why would you title this live stream theme? If you hate people, you might as well tell them because they already know it. Well, hate on one hand, we should know better, right? Hate is the antithesis of love. It's such a low vibrational place to play. Hating people, hating things, being in total opposition and resistance. It makes us sick, it makes us unhappy, we can't sleep at night, it lowers our immunity, vibration, frequency, everything. And it's the opposite of our innateness. It's an opposite of who we truly are. So we've been doing a really amazing self-mastery series here, because when you really truly know who you are, then you know that your existence here, your purpose is self-mastery in this particular incarnation and or quest of incarnations. If you don't like that word, just throw in lifetime. And so how I'm wired is like, what's the mission? Like, remember the mission, the purpose. And it's not the formula that we're so indoctrinated and programmed with, out of the womb. Oh, go to school, go to college, get a high-paying job, or get a good job that's, that you can be loyal to, do what they say, stay in line, don't come outside the lines, be a good person, and don't question the system. Our whole lives, like we're just, that's beat into us. And then, get married, have the kids, 2.5 kids, white picket fence, dog, cars, house, big houses, toys, all of that, right? The formula. Nay, I am here to say that we are here to remember who we truly are. And that is our power. Remembering how powerful we are, that we are the creators of it all. And we just forgot. We had amnesia coming in, because what else are we going to do with infinity but make up some games, make up some fun adventures to have throughout time and space, because we're never going to cease to exist. So I would rather go right to the point of existence, which is self-mastery. So that's why I'm bringing up this topic to you. Dad and I really lack subtlety, because why waste time? Why pussyfoot around? Let's get to the purpose of it all. Happy Friday. I come just like blowing out of the gates on Monday and Friday. People want to weekend warriors. Yeah, it's Friday. I'm like that every day. Raise your hand if you are too. Drop an emoji. Say hi. Where are you joining? Don't be shy. This is an interactive live stream experience. I love the interaction and seeing friends around the world. I come out of the dug house swinging for the fences. Every day is juicy and exciting and amazing, and what a gift to be able to wake up. Although we never cease to exist, at least in these, magnificent meat suits. And so back to the topic at hand. If you hate someone, you might as well tell them, because they already know it. And here's why we're taking this on. So this is about self-love and love being the most powerful force in the universe, which I love to talk about. People tell me all the time. So let's go to the problem here. I don't feel powerful. I don't feel empowered or potent and effective in my existence, that I'm a powerful creator and manifester. This is what keeps people up at night and gives them health problems, right? Or even reduces their lifespan, their health span, their quality of life, is the stress and the worry, anxiety, all those negative feelings, and you could fill in the blank how many there are. Frustration, annoyance, and all of those come back to being non-love feelings, because when you are in a loving state, everything is perfect. There is no desire to criticize or to be in resistance or to hate. It's just like everything's perfect. One of my teachers calls it hootless or imperturbability, uneffable. You're uneffable. Lester Levinson. Hootless. It's not apathy. It's actually the antithesis of apathy, because you are so much more engaged and purposeful and missionful, because you know who you are. To exist in that state of love where everything is perfect. Everything you're seeing in social media and the news and the government, people around the world, whatever it is, it's all perfect. And yet you have nothing other than this deep sense, overwhelming sense and truth and knowingness of love. And you can apply it equally to everyone. I have not mastered that one in this lifetime. I'm working on it. I know it's there. I'm just remembering it. However, most people will have, this is an exercise from my teacher, Lester. So pick the person that you love the most in this lifetime. Maybe it's a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, parent, child, sister, brother. Pick the person that you love the most and just like get into that really heart smiling feeling, that warm feeling of when you think about that person, right? Oh, you could just be with them all the time. You do anything for them. You love them so much. Now go apply that same equal amount of love to every soul. Hi, Patricia. Thanks for joining. Yeah, say hi where you're joining. Happy Friday from a cold, profound live stream here in Wisconsin. Can you apply that same amount of love to every single soul? And a lot of people will be like, no, Amy, I can't. You know, so-and-so, my brother or my dad, they did this. I was traumatized and hurt, and I'm holding a grudge, or I even apply hate. Not love, I apply hate. And I don't talk to them anymore. Or my neighbor is so annoying. Bob, actually one of my neighbors is Bob. Bob's not annoying. Or this coworker, you know, somebody just like, they get under my skin. So a lot of people would tell me, no, I can't apply the same amount of love. That's like ludicrous, right? It's a good test of self-mastery. So coming back to the purpose, right? Self-mastery. And I like to bring up hate because some people have really worked on themselves and they're like, hate is it's such an intense energy, and that they have gotten to a place, and I can speak for myself as well. I don't hate anybody. I do not hate anybody. I have not applied the same amount of intense love to every soul. I'm still at a place, I mean, it does make sense to me, cosmically, spiritually, like to love everyone equally because we're all one. In oneness, we're all divine sparks of God, just in different iterations and vessels, right? In this human experience, physically focused here on planet Earth. I mean, it makes sense. We're all divine sparks of God. We're all equal. We're all loved. We're all precious. However, in this duality, especially being as programmed and indoctrinated as we are taught, and it is pounded into us to have certain levels of love or hate to apply to certain people. Maybe it's this political group or country or religion, maybe blanketed over a gender. Just pick something and let it separate us, right? Let it divide us. I have people that hate other like football teams or pro sports teams. They hate them, right? Because they're completely opposed to it not being the one that they are aligned with. And that's just like blows my mind. But people commit crimes over things smaller than that. So all the different ways to be divided and separated with hate, right? It's contrived. We're all one. It's like we're hating the characters we casted in our own movie called life. You casted them. You casted them for your own contrast and evolution as a soul to remember who you are and why you came here. Every single one of these actors in your film, your hero's journey called life, you casted them before you came. So it's like, it's kind of funny. We're like, yeah, I'm hating and opposing the beautiful souls that said, yes, I'll come play in your film. Isn't that crazy? So if you're a hater or a troll of mine, think about this. You are hurting yourself by existing in a state of hate, of low vibration toward the character, the human character that you know in this movie called Life, called Amie Tolson. We hurt ourselves by existing in hate. In fact, you could probably just imagine all the physiological symptoms that come. And we see so many people exhausted. If I tap into the collective right now, that's what I feel, exhaustion of trying to keep up with the Joneses and competition and appearances and influencers on social media and celebrities and, you know, comparing this, this lunacy of comparing and opposing this and that. So they're living in a state of constant opposition and resistance and non-love feelings. All of those together, reducing their power. So people tell me they want to be powerful in this existence, right? They want to be potent and effective, and they feel impotent, right? Ineffective. They're giving away their power every time they oppose, that they have resistance, every time that they hate someone or something in the supposed outside world, leeching their power that way. So how does one become powerful? More love. Apply more love, starting with oneself. I say, how do you know yourself and love yourself if you don't dissect and get in there and like really know who you are? That's why I always recommend to people, go on your own hero's journey, whether it's some quiet time in nature for a weekend or pilgrimages across Europe like I've done 8 times, walking in solitude. It is so, here's my word, potent and powerful. Just life transforming to spend quality time alone to get to know yourself. So apply more love to yourself if you want to be powerful and happy and blissed out and peaceful. So many people tell me, oh, Amie, if I could just pick one thing that I need right now that I don't have, it's peace. I want inner peace. And I'm like, you're the one keeping yourself away from it by all your non-love feelings. So you see how this equates? Anything that's non-love is taking someone out of their power. As soon as one applies more love to everything, starting with themselves, and can love everyone and everything without opposition, super powerful. I was talking about my, hi Voice King, welcome. Yeah, say hi where you're joining. Don't be quiet, don't be shy. Well, you can be if you want. I got some creepers on here, YouTube and Facebook. It's all right. I love you too. I love all my haters and my trolls. There is nothing but love, because I am here in this particular incarnation as the human character you know as Amie Tolson for self-mastery. That is my full-time job. And what a hoot, man. This is not a boring lifetime. This one's a doozy. And so many people are waking up to their power and knowing who they are and their mission, their purpose here. And like, we're all uplifting and rising together. And it's exciting. Isn't it exciting? I love this topic. So I was doing a video about how if you hate someone, they know it. We're sending and receiving signals all the time. Okay? Maybe we're blocked off and distracted and, you know, with ego and the lower mind, the small mind, and we are very distracted and overwhelmed by design. If you look at our species, right? Especially in America. And so we're sending and receiving those signals all the time. So if you're sending someone, you or one in general, hate to a person or people or entity or whatever it is, that is losing your power. It's taking you out of what you innately are, which is all love, you know, unconditional love. That's the highest like power if you really want to be most powerful, is master unconditional love. It's going back to re-remembering who we truly are. People think power is like, oh, I got the cars and I own all these companies and money and I can like boss people around, control, which is an illusion. That's not power. All the power in the world. You could be the most loving soul and stand up to 1 million people that say you're wrong, and you still have more power than they do. That's how powerful you are with the power of love. Hey Cassie. Hola mi amiga, ¿cómo estás? Well, we were talking about some visions this morning. We do not limit ourselves in the vision of what we're creating and generating on this planet out of unconditional love for this amazing species that we're currently inhabiting in our beautiful meat suits, and how we can be of service, truly. And so when you know who you truly are, you realize it's all about re-remembering, expansion, and love, and how we can be of service by leading the example, living the example out loud. So we are not limiting ourselves in what we're creating in this lifetime. And I got to tell you, it feels amazing to find visionary, like-minded souls. I call them tribe. And when you find them, like, hold on to them, appreciate them. They're special. The frequential language is completely different when you find like-minded, visionary, awakened souls. We're on that same journey, that trajectory of evolution as you are. And it's beautiful. Cassie says, it's all love, baby. Yep, that's it. You want to be powerful? Let go of all your non-love feelings. It's easier, I think, to let go of hate, which is very intense and abrupt feeling, than it is with minor annoyances. Like, it's like Bob down the street or my coworker or family member, especially if they're with you all the time, spouse, family, right? And you're like, that's so annoying or frustrating or whatever. Thank them. Oh my goodness, thank you for showing me the mirror and giving me an advanced lesson in where I still have holes in the boat, weak spots, wounds that I need to fix on me and to release and to let go of. So if you got someone in your life that you consider extremely annoying, frustrating, anything in that energy, just say, thank you. You're giving me such an opportunity to rapidly evolve. So, and like, when you get triggered, like, yeah, don't run from it. Don't blame. Don't be a victim. I mean, you can if you want. It's not a good energy. Disempowering. I like to look at triggers. I was triggered yesterday morning, and it takes a lot more to trigger me, and it was something chronic outside myself, but I allowed myself to be triggered. And I was like, ooh, Amie, look at triggers as a gift. Huh, this is something to dissect. That's interesting. Instead of blame, victim, anger, hate, or whatever. Or projecting, which is what a lot of people in victim mode do. Have you seen the amount of projection and deflection and denying? There's a lot of that happening. God love them. Have compassion. They're on their journey, their adventure as well. Waking up to re-remember who they truly are. It just feels so much better when you take responsibility, take accountability, and know, and then you can have far more compassion and patience with people when you see them projecting, acting out, leashing out, all of that. It's just to know that they're suffering inside. They're suffering, they're hurting, they're not conscious of their behavior, and it just feels so much better to say, all right, I know what you're going through. I've been there. I'm going to send you more love, and we don't have to be in opposition anymore. Just send more love and let them go on their merry way. I allow people whatever it is they want. I want them to have what they came to this lifetime to experience. Truly. And I got to tell you, as people tell me all the time, they're like, Amie, I want peace. I need more peace in my life. Phew, that is far more peaceful when you don't oppose, you don't hate, you don't get frustrated and triggered by people that are acting out of their own discomfort and suffering and living in non-love feelings. Just let them be. Let them see your example of how you're a loving being. Pretty exciting, huh? Oh, I love topics like this. So I'm gonna do another live stream probably tomorrow. Saturdays turned out to be pretty good. People are home for the most part. And we're gonna do Cosmic Musings Part 3, probably inside, in front of the fireplace. Cause like, I'm even in my flip-flops out here because I hate wearing shoes. Oh, I said the hate word, right? I am not a fan of wearing shoes, so I like my flip-flops or barefoot. Anyway, this is a glimpse of my yard here. Beautiful Friday morning. I'm sending you good vibes. Heading into the weekend, and if you missed the beginning of this, go back and watch from the beginning. It's so juicy and potent, man. This is the content. This is what you want to share. Share this live stream that people want to hear. None of this like nonsense, unaccountability and just so much low vibe. You're gonna have to take 30, 40 years to get through your trauma and blame and all of that, or you got to be light and love all the time and not have the emotions and really experience them. We see so much of that, I don't want to say garbage, like just not meaningful content, and I'd rather get right to the truth. Let's get right to the meaning of it. Like I come into this lifetime, all right, remember the mission. Why did I come here? Yes, I'm mission oriented, and I'm here to help remind you too. A lot of us set this up before we incarnated. Whoever gets there first re-remembers the mission and purpose, help the others re-remember as well. And I have been blessed to have very special souls, we're all special, that have helped activate me rapidly so I remember. So I'm in constant gratitude for them as well. So share this live stream. This is meaningful. This is about, you want to be powerful, you want to have the most power in your world operating. The most power in the universe comes from being loving, specifically unconditional love. Yeah, this is so good. So tomorrow, stay tuned, Cosmic Musings Part 3, 11 a.m. Central-ish. Share this live stream. Tag someone that needs to hear this today. You're like, so-and-so, this is just perfect for. And that's how we get this message out there. We all uplift together, we share, and then we live publicly. We live the example out loud. Much love, and I'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central, Fireside, Cosmic Musings Part 3. And I hope you have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow.